Do I got a ring on my head?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
I probably will when I take my hat off.
Shine it up.
How would you assess the running back group's overall performance last season?
Physical group. Played a lot of guys, shuffled them in and out. Now they have the offense now. They did special things. Mike's more like a third down back, but a utility back. So now they got the offense. They're playing and they're a little more complete now than they were last year. They're understanding the offense a little bit more after being a year in it.
And that makes a difference.
It's a huge difference because now you're able to see things before they happen from the front. What can they actually do to you? You see they're a lot more patient now than they were last year.
Where do you think's been the biggest improvement in terms of Stevie's game from last year to?
Just knowledge. He understands a lot more. He's answering questions, and literally just the knowledge base. He's gotten a little bit bigger. He's 204 right now, so that definitely gonna help him out with his confidence.
I know he's getting a ton of reps right now because a couple guys are banged up, but it's kind of hard not to notice Jonah Coleman when he's out here. What are your initial impressions?
Jonah Coleman's a football player. We knew that when we got him. He committed to us in March last year, so it was basically just holding on. But we got a great group, obviously led by Wiley and, Drake, the senior citizens in the group, I kind of call them. And then you got your baby coming up pretty well, just like Stevie last year. When you're in a room like that, they help you. They help you develop. So, and I expect that from my guys.
When you look at their physique, Stevie's a little bit taller, maybe a little smoother. Jonah is, obviously, he's shorter, more powerful. How can his physique help him to be effective?
Well, I look at physiques totally different than a lot of people do. It's called football. You got to play. I expect Stevie to do the same things that Mike's doing. I expect Jonah to do the same things Drake's doing. Now, they got different things once they get in open space, but I expect them all to do a bit of the same thing. If I took the numbers off, they should look exactly the same.
What's been most impressive to you about Jonah during the spring?
Just knowledge, smart, really smart. Our offense is difficult. Him being able to pick up blitzes and recognizing the defense is huge. He had a play where he was in there with his co-classmate, and they changed the protection, and it was like, whoa, that was cool. We changed the protection. Jonah jumped over. We were able to ram it out, and it was pretty cool to see that.
No, you mean Noah?
Yeah.
His classmate? Okay.
Hmm? Did I not say Noah?
You said his classmate. I don't think.
Oh, classmate.
I don't
No.
know who changes the protections. I guess it could be the center.
Well, the quarterback can change it. Coach Fish is going to give them the control when they can actually do it. He and Coach Carroll and Coach Doherty.
Is blitz pickup like usually the last thing
No.
comes for guys?
No, blitz pickup is a fist fight for 30 seconds.
Okay.
If you fight, you got a chance. It's literally organized fighting on a football field. He's trying to get to the quarterback, and you have to fight. And that's ultimately what it is. Now, we get your techniques, but you got to fight.
What about just recognizing it, seeing it?
That's half the battle. If you know who you have to block, use right techniques, you'll be fine. And that comes back to reading the fronts. And, for a young player like Jonah, but for Drake and Mike, my seasoned guys, and Stevie, they pick him up right away. They'll point the safety out. He's coming.
When Rayshawn Luke gets here in summer, what element is he going to bring?
I'm just making sure he can enjoy high school the next couple of weeks and go to the prom, get here and learn. We have a luxury right now that he can learn, and that's important. That he can learn. Jonah can help him out. Learning is half the battle. Because then once you learn, you can play fast. And again, his name is Speedy. You can't use that speed if you don't know where you're going.
When he gets here, that'll be, I think, 6 running backs?
6 scholarship running backs, yes.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of guys.
Well, you need them. It's like catchers. You can't have too many of them in baseball.
How do you keep them all happy? I mean, everybody wants the ball. Everyone wants to play.
That's a good question. My freshman year, when I was at Ohio State, Bobby Turner, who I think is the best running back coach in the world, told us, I got 80 of you guys and I have 1 ball. Whoever controls their ego can get the ball. So I tell my 6 guys, I got 6 of y'all and 1 ball. Whoever controls their ego can get the ball.
How does one distinguish himself from the pack?
Making plays, picking up blitzes, being a complete back. We do a lot of stuff. You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to protect. And when you get the opportunities to run, you got to make sure you're physical, your eyes are open, make big plays. We need to make more explosive plays in the secondary.
The offensive lineman, that's a big part for the running back getting the holes. What progress have you seen out of that group?
Just the knowledge. Being in the system a whole nother year and understanding last year, this time last year was like, whoa, am I lining up where I'm supposed to go? Now they know to line up. They have a chance. They've seen the reps. They get to watch themselves on tape now. Remember, now, when we installed this offense, we had no footage of them doing it. Now you have an opportunity to see what's right and what's wrong. And learning from watching is always going to help.
One more question, guys. I think we're good.
Thank you.
Coach.
All right.
Appreciate it. Coach.